Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
We have already started here. Throw it. And it's Guimaraes. Douglas Luiz. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Portugal have it back and can go again. Portugal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Douglas Luiz. Sabinho. Oh, red, nice interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Showing great feet there. Now it's João Pedro. And he's only too happy to take that back. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That's good running with the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, this is a real chance! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so impressive. So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
There's the shot! Well, that is rather wayward.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Joe Linton. He's picked his way through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's João Pedro. And he's lost his man here. Decent chance! Inacio with the clearance. Oh no, this does not look good. Tries a shot! He scores! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Brazil get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real
chance! Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Bruno Guimaraes. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, a very decent attempt. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. And it's Dalot. Shot a goal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Bruno Fernandes plays it short. Nuno Mendes. Oh, good take in a good area. And Bernardo Silva! And that is doing no harm at all.
Bernardo Silva clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Bruno Guimaraes. Douglas Luiz. Luiz takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity.
It's bounced back off the post. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's managed to get free. And he's gone looking for safety. And the referee brings the first half to a close. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Big chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
But it's so poor from a defensive perspective. Yeah, good effort, but they didn't look like they wanted to deal with it.
Pedro Neto. And it's Dalot. Now it's Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He is through here. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that has been clubbed away. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bruno Guimaraes did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ruben Dias does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He could be in here. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's not an especially good pass, that. Douglas Luiz. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Marquinhos. Now it's João Pedro. Good running, strong and purposeful. He has found the way through. Douglas Luiz. Big chance for a shot! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Vitinha really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's João Pedro. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that's delightful. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
João Pedro. Now it's Neymar. Vitinha. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's João Pedro. And he's running through. João Pedro. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Savinho.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, that's fabulous. João Pedro. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's beaten the last. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Brazil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he shoots! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Portugal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Portugal are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
João Pedro. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now it's João Pedro. Luis, he's found a way through. He's had a shot! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Brazil could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And they've got rid. And that will be the final act. Portugal did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Get something open and free-flowing.
So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy Pedro Neto is a real footballing thoroughbred, Peter, and I'm a huge fan of his direct style. There's a genuine intensity and aggression in everything he does, but that doesn't seem to diminish his creative output at all. He goes for it every time.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. He's found a way through. And the shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Just too much, fractions.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Linton. Now it's João Pedro. Driving forward. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Douglas Luiz. João Pedro. That's good running with the ball. Linton. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He might be in here! Now it's João Pedro. And he's on his way! João Pedro. He's away! Decent chance! And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
That has not gone well. Nicely intercepted.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's there to belt it away. Now it's João Pedro. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Marquinhos stands tall and stands strong. Now it's João Pedro.
Oh, really well played.
And he's found a way past. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Could be danger here. Not the most accurate pass. Linton. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball's gone astray. Douglas Luiz. Out to the right. Savinho. Joao Pedro. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He is through here. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Portugal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the volley. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Danilo. And it's Marquinhos. To Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz. And it's Neymar. Carlos Augusto. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Joao Pedro. Works it forward. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he skips past his man. He's got away. Plenty. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Linton. Now it's Douglas Luiz.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Just eases him off the ball.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back on the way.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And he can clear it away. Carlos Augusto. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Joao Pedro. Now it's Linton. So much time. Big chance! Well, now it's and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that is wildly off target.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, they could be caught out here. Rafael Leao. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Pedro Neto! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And it's Neymar.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's through, now is he in? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Great ball and it shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Gabriel is the guilty party there. Rafael Leao. Joelinton is there to clear. Ball is over the line. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's beaten the last man. Could go all the way. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that would have won it.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Danilo. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Bernardo Silva. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, that's well spotted. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Guimaraes. To Douglas Luiz. João Pedro. And he's surging through. João Pedro. Steaming on goalwards. Brazil have reclaimed it. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
And he shoots! He's scored! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Brazil get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Oh, he's bustling. And the finish! He has done it! They have stolen level at the last! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now that's well seen too. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's got the beating of his man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, he's burst through. João Pedro. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo is first to take the long walk. And he puts them one up.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
And stepping up, the skipper. Oh, he's hit it over.
Oh, that was extremely sloppy.
Portugal are looking for comfort. No, denied remarkably.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
So, the second man in line. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving before.
Portugal are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Luis will take the third penalty. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
He just did what he was asked.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Savinho is fourth up. That's how it's done, he made the keeper commit.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times, never looked like missing.
Bernardo Silva is the fifth volunteer. Back off the post.
Oh, that's unlucky, got almost everything right.
Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment? And there it is, the decisive kick. Portugal fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action.
Commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both...